Om Namah Shiva. 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 Om Namah Shiva.
So I invite you to join me now for this mindfulness meditation. Making yourself comfortable. Sitting or lying if that's what you prefer. With your eyes open or closed. Your spine straight. But no need to be stiff. Your arms lying or hanging by your sides. Your hands relaxed in your lap or on the surface beneath you. And I invite you to turn your awareness to your feet, feeling them in contact with the floor. And just tuning in to that sensation. How does it feel in this moment? How does it actually feel? Rather than how you think it should feel or might feel. Just notice how it feels. And when you're ready, I invite you to move your awareness to your bottom and thighs and notice the contact between your body and the surface below you. Noticing how this feels, how it actually feels. Not how you think it should feel or might feel. So with interest and curiosity, exploring this area, noticing how it feels. And then when you're ready, I invite you to move your awareness to your nostrils, feeling how it feels to breathe. Notice the sensation on the in-breath and the sensation at your nostrils for the out-breath. Noticing the rate and the rhythm of your breathing. Maybe you become aware that the air that you breathe in is cooler than the air that you breathe out. But knowing that there's no right way to do this, nor wrong way to do this. Just breathe as you breathe. Our job here is just to notice. To notice what it feels like to breathe, the sensations of breathing in your nostrils. And it may well be that you've noticed before now that your mind is unsettled. It wanders off. It does its own thing. But remember that that's just what minds do. As we practice with our meditation, we learn to notice when our mind has wandered away from the practice. We practice noticing, acknowledging, and then allowing whatever distracted us to go about its own business. As we unhook from that distraction and bring ourselves back as though we're taking our awareness gently by the hand, and we come back to the practice. You may choose to come back to your breath and use your breath as an anchor. So each and every time your mind gets carried away from the practice, we practice coming back to our anchor, coming back to our breath. And we remain there for a moment or two, allowing ourselves to settle into the practice once more, feeling how it feels to breathe, tuning in to our body sensations, noticing whatever there is to notice. Maybe noticing the breath in our chest, the way our chest rises on the in-breath and falls back on the out-breath. And with interest and curiosity, examining how it feels. What other sensations are there in your chest? Maybe a sense of your lungs expanding and deflating. Maybe there's a sense of movement in your ribs. The ribs at the front of your chest, the sides of your chest, and the back of your chest. So following the flow of your breath, noticing whatever there is to notice. No need for judgment, no need for striving. Feeling whatever you feel. Being alert and aware. And maybe moving your awareness now down to your belly. Very kindly and gently noticing any sensations in your belly. It may be you can feel the breath in the movement of your belly. But if you can't, no worries. Just notice anything there is there to notice. Or alternatively, shift your awareness back to your nostrils and feel the flow of the breath going in and out. And you might like to liken your breathing to waves on a wide open ocean. noticing the peaks and the troughs, and how gently and steadily one merges into the next. The in-breath and the out-breath, the peak and the trough. One breath following the next. One breath following the next. And working with any distractions, anything that carries you away. It might be a sound or a movement within or out with the room. Maybe a thought that comes and grabs your attention and carries it away in a stream of consciousness. Maybe you became aware of an emotion that stirs you up and brings up memories. You might get caught up in thought patterns. But whatever it is that distracted you, just notice that distraction. See it for what it is. Acknowledge it, and then you can choose. You may choose to stay with it, but I would encourage you to choose to come back to the practice. Maybe coming back to your anchor, coming back to your breath, wherever you feel it most, and remaining with your anchor, feeling how it feels to breathe. And there's no need to tell yourself off for your mind wandering, because that's just what minds do. No need to think you're no good at this. No need to give yourself a hard time. Just accepting it as it is. And at times our minds are more scattered than at others. At times it's easier to focus. Sometimes we can sit and apply ourselves fully to the practice. And other times our minds are scattered and distracted, and it's a challenge to focus. But knowing that the more we practice, the better we get. So practicing to come back to our anchor is a key part of the meditation practice. So if you have a tendency to tell yourself off when you wander away, maybe you can choose to celebrate it instead, because it's offered you an opportunity to practice coming back to your breath, coming close to your breath, coming back to the practice. So I invite you now to expand your awareness, to take in your whole body, feeling your whole body breathing. Notice the subtle movement of the breath. Maybe noticing the stillness of the body. But remember, there's no necessity to be stock still. If you want to move, you can move. But just be aware. Be aware of that feeling that you need to move. Be aware of the movement. Be aware of how it feels after you've moved. So through our meditation practices, we apply mindful awareness, being alert, with gentle awareness, being kind and compassionate to ourselves. Letting go of judgment or any need to strive. So feeling the whole body complete, perfectly imperfect, accepting it as it is. I invite you now to move your awareness back to your feet in contact with the floor. Noticing that connection, feeling the earth beneath your feet, steady, stable, feeling grounded and connected to the earth. And expanding your awareness to become aware of the whole room around you. Feeling you in the center, the floor beneath your feet, your familiar surroundings. And then expanding your awareness further out. Noticing any sounds out with the room. As we move on to expand our awareness further, by gently opening our eyes, allowing ourselves to transition gently back to our waking life.